guys, welcome back to some more F1 2017 and part 9 of our Renault career mode, and today we hopefully have the Canadian Grand Prix. We will just progress to the next weekend. I just wanted to tell you guys that I've went and bought the wear upgrade for the gearbox. Apparently reduces wear by 22.5%, which will be good for us because we've struggled with gearboxes so far. If you haven't seen the last episode, make sure you go and check it out. It was a good result for us at the Monaco Grand Prix, to say the least. And yeah, I'm still not over it. Still not over it. The amount of concentration I put into that, it was tough. But we're 1 point away from winning the rivalry against Nico as well. So yeah, hopefully everything's going in the right direction. I believe we'll be talking to Chris when this black screen has gone off. And we're not. Oh no, there we are.
Okay, I've got something for you. The new parts have been fitted to the car. The simulation numbers are good, so look forward to your feedback. Check out the details.
So there we have it. It looks like we have succeeded in getting some more engine power for this race, which is good. There's the gearbox thing that I was talking about, and yeah, that's that. So if we look at the performance now, we're a little bit better. We're not, you know, any better than Force India yet, which is probably going to be the target by the end of the season, is to get ahead of Force India in terms of performance. But a good start on the powertrain, and hopefully we can push on and make some ground on the other teams. I just want to apologise for the low mic volume in the last episode for the race. I don't really know what was going on. The Elgato usually reduces the game volume noise, but in this case it didn't. I don't really know why that is, but without further ado, we'll now hand over to the qualifying report with whoever. Might be me, might be Toby, who knows.
At a track that requires a car with good speed down the straights, McLaren obviously struggled to only 19th and 20th, with Fernando Alonso beating his less experienced teammate Van Dorn by 2/10. There is a question over whether Sauber have outdeveloped McLaren, but regardless, they move forward to 17th and 18th, with Verlaine only getting the better of his teammate by 4 thousandths. Nico Hulkenberg missed out on Q2, qualifying in 16th, while his teammate Hanaud impressed in the wet to get 10th place. In a rain-affected Q2 and 3, Williams were liable to struggle in the wet, and Lance Stroll at his home race was eliminated in 11th, but Massa impressed in a full wet Q3 qualifying up in 5th. Daniel Kvyat was beaten by Carlos Sainz in Q2 by a 10th to mean that they will start P13 and 15 respectively, with Kevin Magnussen shocking all by getting into Q3 and only being 1.4 seconds off the pole pace in the wet, but his teammate Roman Grosjean was outshone by his teammate and he only qualified in 12th. Esteban Ocon was also a victim of being outshone by his teammate, with Perez qualified in 8th and Ocon finding himself only down in 14th. Red Bull had a standard day, but were slightly disappointed that neither driver could beat the flying Felipe Massa in 5th, but they started 6th and 7th, with Ricciardo out-qualified by Verstappen by a margin of 500ths. The top 4 were only separated by just over a 10th, with both Finns taking the second row, with Valtteri Bottas 300ths behind Raikkonen. But the rain master of his generation, Lewis Hamilton, beat Sebastian Vettel to pole by only 300ths. But with the big questions surrounding the track conditions for tomorrow, can Lewis Hamilton reign supreme in the rain, or will Sebastian Vettel have a trick up his sleeve? Let's find out right now with Crofty and Ant in the commentary box.
Then here in Canada, we're used to seeing the unexpected happen here, and with me today to enjoy it all is Anthony Davidson, a man who knows firsthand the surprises that can pop up in this race.
I do indeed. I had a good chance at some points here in 2007, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be. My old colleague Takuma Sato, though, he managed to finish 6th, so the team took home 3 valuable points, and that was a big boost to everyone at the time. I'm not sure I can think of anywhere else that so consistently provides the kind of late race excitement we get here. Obviously, towards the end of the Grand Prix, the brakes are getting worn, maybe the weather situation has changed, so there's a lot to keep fighting for all the way up to that final corner.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Raikkonen, Bottas, Felipe Massa and Verstappen, Ricciardo, Perez, Magnussen and a Renault, Stroll, Grosjean, Carlos Sainz and Ocon, Kvyat, Hulkenberg, Pascal Wehrlein and Marcus Ericsson, Alonso and Stoffel van Dorn completes the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
You've done incredibly well. You're in line to become the lead driver. Keep it up.
Right guys, here we are down on the track. Sorry about me mic in the last episode. Hopefully it's a bit better now. Yeah, it just wasn't picking up for some reason. But yeah, we're about to get into the race. I don't think there's going to be any rain today, which will be good. We did have choice of tyre, but we will stick with the rest of the field and go for the ultra softs. I just didn't really have the pace in the wet around here. In the dry we were pretty good, but as you can see, or as you will see at some point, I have got the old engine in by mistake, so we're a bit down on power. We've been losing gearbox or gears all weekend, and it could be quite a tough race. I'm usually pretty good round here, so we're hoping to keep the point streak going, but it certainly might be difficult. But yeah, hopefully you guys are good, and still enjoying the series, you know, still getting an okay amount of views on the series at the moment. This is the last video of it being daily. It's going to go to every 2 days at 8 o'clock from now on, UK time that is. Hopefully you guys are alright with that. Obviously I've got a very busy month in September, and I'm at uni at the end of September as well, so just trying to get into the swing of only doing a couple of videos a day at most, but most of the time it'll just be a video a day. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, and hopefully you can hear us properly. I haven't tested it, so you might not be able to, and that would be really annoying. Might have to go out and get a new mic if that's the case, but oh, maybe a little bit too eager there on the old tyre heating. But we're about to get into the race here, and it should be a load of fun. There we are, lining up for the grid, ready for the race start.
The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid has formed. Be ready with the clutch.
The grid has formed. Here we are, ready for the lights. Didn't have a chance to move it up to Rich, but lights out, away we go here for the Canadian Grand Prix. We're off the line quite poorly. Stroll has got us off the start, and we're on the grass. We're on the grass, and whoa. I don't know what happened there. Let's have a look on the replay. Goodness me, what a poor start that is. But yeah, we're underway, and then was it our fault? I don't know. Shall we see on board of Danny Kvyat? So you can see the race start. Grosjean kind of just tags us, and that's unfortunate, but yeah, there you go, there you have it. That's our race pretty much ruined. Gonna have to make it back to the pits now. And yeah, we're gonna have to come in at the end of this lap and change our front wing. Ready to go into the pits now. It looks like Grosjean didn't get any damage from that incident, which is rather annoying, to be quite honest. But you know, you live and learn. A racing incident, really. I don't think we turned in on him that badly, but he didn't really give us the room either, so yeah, it's just interesting. And we're away 8.5 seconds, but hopefully we'll be able to go to the end on these soft tyres. So we're 6 laps into this race. Ocon's out of the race. I mean, we're going to make at least one position. The VSC is out as well. So hopefully we can make a bit of time on that. But
Slow your pace immediately.
oh damn it! Oh, we were nearly given a penalty there. But Lewis Hamilton is storming away in this race.
Positive delta until the green flags.
Storming away with it.
Okay, clear.
So, yeah, very, very interesting. We're now at racing speed once again. And hoping to make some time on the McLarens just ahead. We are taking about a second a lap out of them at the moment, so hopefully we'll be able to at least catch them by the end of this race. So people are starting to come into the pits. This is hopefully where we'll come back and be able to make some positions. But Grosjean is 7 seconds up the road, and I think he's already made his first pit stop, so it's not looking good. I think it is going to be a tale of us at the back. We will stay with the action until we pass the pit lane though and see exactly what's going on. Well, we are going to make that move on Grosjean. He hadn't pitted just yet, so that's interesting. And now we're coming up on Fernando Alonso. So yeah, it looks like we are going to make some positions back in this race. Closing in on Van Dorn now. Hopefully going to be making the move on the well, it's not the back straight, is it? It's just A straight, a DRS straight. Look at the traction of the McLaren though as he comes out that last turn. We are down on power as well in this engine. Can we make the move though? It is going to be just like taking candy from a kid. Oh dear. McLaren are in big trouble in this car. They really are.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Well, I've got the DRS on this lap, which is quite a surprise because I felt quite far away from Fernando, but we've got the DRS here. We managed to ride the curbs enough to get a decent exit onto the pit straight. And here we go. We're going to go down the inside of Fernando Alonso. We lock up slightly, but we're through. And we're now up to 16th place. Oh dear, this has been a long one. Going on to the last lap now. Some people have come into the pits for some reason. I don't quite know why. On the last lap. So our teammate is only a few cars ahead of us, but ultimately we are gonna probably finish in 15th. We just don't have the engine power to make the ground that we could have up in this race. Lewis Hamilton has won. Oh dear, we're just really struggling on that corner in particular, and we've made some positions up, you know. Didn't do too bad, but we certainly haven't done too good. But hopefully we'll be able to make up one more position. That's the idea. On Pascal Wehrlein. Don't think we're going to quite reach the train ahead of us unless they have a big smash up into the wall of champions or something. But we've got DRS. We're using Rich Mix. This is as close as we're going to get to making up another position. Oh, nah, Wehrlein's away, and checkered flag is out, and we finish in 15th place. Another lap, and we would have got Wehrlein, but never mind. We did all right there to come back, and yeah.
A great win then for the Mercedes team today. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
It was a question of right place, right time today. We were looking at an entirely different race before the safety car came out, but they were able to take full advantage after the field had been bunched up.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley, after another excellent Grand Prix. And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
My driver of the day, Crofty, was Danny Kvyat. Look at where he finished compared to where he started. That's a great effort.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. We saw a dip in form from the championship leaders today. Their lead has taken a significant blow. Meanwhile, good work from Force India this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
So there we have it then, Lewis Hamilton winning the Canadian Grand Prix, Kimi Räikkönen in second with Valtteri Bottas in third. Vettel finishes fourth with Massa finishing an excellent fifth for Williams, Perez sixth, Sainz seventh, Kvyat eighth, Ricciardo down in ninth, and Lance Stroll completing the top 10. Nico Hulkenberg, our teammate, just finishing outside the points, and we only finish 3 seconds behind a points-paying position. How odd. I'm assuming what happened is a load of people started on the soft tyres, went to lap 17 and then pitted and put the ultra softs on at the end. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's what they did, and yeah, we got to within 3 seconds of that group, so we really did have a good race from where we were, but unfortunately not good enough, but we'll have to do better next time out in Baku. So if you've enjoyed that, make sure you leave a like down below. It really does mean a lot for me and for the channel, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.